doing?
I'm good.
That's good.
I'm good.
Good.
Shit, I'm always good when I'm reading a smut book. I'm always good.
Yes. Did you check out those books we talked about?
Which one you talking about? Posy Part?
What did I message you? I'm gonna have to. Don't worry,
Because
I'm
I
about to
checked
go back.
that one out,
Okay.
Damaged Love. I
Uh-huh.
checked out Keita Kendrick's book, Beautiful Chaos. I
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
They
So
right
good.
up my
So,
crazy. I love that.
so, so
Because
good.
I kept saying my threshold is in hell.
Right.
So I love that.
So good. No, I love a good book.
But I've been wanting to talk to you for so long. For so
Yes,
long.
yes, I'm here. I'm ready to talk. I wasn't gonna let none of this stuff. That's why I said let's go to Instagram. If not, we was gonna go to Facebook with us. But
Because
we gonna talk
you
today.
know what? I've never used Instagram Live. I've never
Hmm.
been on Live. I
Okay.
always do TikTok. So when I tried to put it on my iPad, I've
Hmm.
never used it on my iPad, and it was giving me problems
That's on my
because I don't log
MacBook. I
in.
said, here we go. I said, girl, I can do it on my phone because I know it's like with the technology, it can get irritating.
But I'm so happy to have you
Yes,
here.
I'm happy to be
And
here.
can you please introduce yourself and tell us your genres and everything else?
My name is Dominique Thomas. I have been published since 2014, I believe. It's been a long time coming now. I have over 40 novels. I have not counted them up in a while. I write urban fiction, but I always tell people I don't like to be in a box.
Mm,
I can write anything. Like, so I don't really like for it to be just one category, but I definitely specialize in some good stories, little toxic men, but they find their way. They find their way. They find their way. And my books are available on Amazon. And you guys, if y'all haven't read a book by Dominique Thomas, y'all need to check it out because I promise I'm gonna take you guys on the journey.
she
I promise you.
ain't lying. She ain't lying. And do you have any pen names that you use?
No, I don't. I don't. I just I said I have some collabs. I have the Burner Boys with Sheree Lewis. If you guys haven't checked the guys out, you guys definitely need to check it out. And then I have some collabs with Brienne Dene. If you guys haven't checked out any of her stuff, definitely check her books out too.
Okay,
Hey,
ma'am.
London.
Let's dive into these books. So,
Yes.
so before I get to Misguided, because that's a
Oh.
whole, I have so many questions for that book, so I ain't even gonna go there yet.
Right.
All right, let's talk about your two books in the Burning Boy series. The
Okay.
first one is Yachty's Tale, and
Yes.
what made you want to write this MC series, especially a Black MC series?
Mm-hmm. I read so many different genres. Like I
Mm-hmm.
am like a huge Stephen King. Like that's definitely on my bucket list is to do like I want to do a dystopian book before it's all said. Like I love all
Come
type
on,
of
man.
different books. Like I'm telling you, some of my test readers are on here. Like I've sent them some stuff that I haven't even put out. I want to do a Black vampire series. Like I love all kind
Can
of
I be an arc reader?
yes,
Can
yes,
I be an
like
arc reader?
and so I've always loved the MC books. And I tell Sheree, she's truly one of my friends. I said, listen, Black authors, we need to tap into this genre because it's not a lot out there. And I had writer's block, and she is just, I have those friends where they like, girl, where the book at? So she like, Dominique, you need to write. I said, listen, I have writer's block. She like, let's do that MC series. And literally, it's just our mind just went wild with it. We came up with the whole city, everything. Like
Mm.
it just we just had so much fun with it. Like we had no clue either. We didn't even think it was gonna, you know what I mean? So even when we went to Atlanta this June, it was so many, but we was not prepared for it to be like how it is. We're definitely grateful for it.
It's such a good series.
Thank
And your two books,
you.
Yachty and Onyx,
Yes.
they
Yes.
are complex characters
Yes.
that have a lot of complex themes
Yes.
that are so relatable,
Yes.
even outside of the MC club, just
Mhm.
relatable in life,
Yes.
especially in the Black
Yes.
community. So
Yes.
with Yachty being in the system and the story of him, finding himself and his found family, how hard was that writing that and putting that
Um,
together, especially with
we
his trust issues?
yes. I don't know. It's like that's why I never say like I'm just a romance author. Even though the more I
Mm-hmm.
get into Black romance books, I see that those guys are complex too. But it's like I never can just stick to strictly that because I always have to just put a little bit more into it. And
Right.
when I was thinking of Yachty's character, we wanted to do young guys. We knew that for sure. And I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember who thought of them being adopted first, but after that, it just came with it from the stories to the letters to his mom and stuff. I wanted to
Right.
create a character where the MCs, it's really like a gang, like, and we wanted to show the good side of it. People
Right.
find a lot of comfort with those guys, and I'm not trying to be funny, even with the street gangs, it is a family, and everyone isn't like they out on the corner killing each other. It's they're
Exactly.
there for the need, and the need is these young guys needing that family structure. And Yachty just didn't have that, and that's what we came up with Pope and them kind of pulling him in, and that's why I felt like he went so good with Liberty because she was just she was a ball of fire, but she has such a sad story. She has
And
such a
that's
yeah.
what that was going to lead into my next question. But you're right, because even when I was younger, I was in a game. But even when I
Yeah.
was younger, you
Yeah.
know, it was about, if you know the history of games, you know that
Yes.
they all started out of the poverty and need
Absolutely.
for our community to be protected against those against us.
Right.
The way you wrote the MCs, the Burner Boys, it just resonates with me. And especially, I'm a
Mhm.
president of the Bike Club, so I'm
Oh
just like, this,
yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this is up my alley. So with
Yes.
so with Liberty, she was a no nonsense
Yes.
type of chick
Mhm.
who wasn't appreciated by her mother and her
Yeah.
sister, and were used. And that's an
Yes.
ongoing thing with
Yes.
especially Black women. It's not
Mhm.
just the outside world that uses us, our family
Right.
sometimes, our
Mm.
work enemy. Now,
Yeah.
how was that, right, that dynamic with her mother and her sister? Because it was really wow.
It was a lot. And that's why it's like I'm so thankful because my readers know me. They be like, girl, you needed a break. Yes, because it's like we really have to get into their heads. And when you write
Mhm.
so many characters with so many different emotions, like that's why I was telling you when I was talking about Misguided with me just reading over Misbehave. It takes so much out of me because I'm into all of these different heads. And so
Mhm.
with Liberty, I wanted to write a character about a girl facing all odds. I grew up in the inner
Mhm.
city. I saw a lot, went through a whole lot of things, and I know it's a lot of girls that read that book right now, and I want them to know that like you still can have happiness. You just have to learn how to say no. I feel like a lot of women we let people go over them boundaries, and it's like I wanted Liberty to find her voice
Mhm.
because it's like we have to learn how to say no, and she just let them kind of use her up, and it was like I'm
Mhm.
so happy that I wanted her to reconnect with Yachty. I wanted him to give her that strength, and it's like too, I want them to know even if you don't have all of that, you don't have all the name brand, baby, it's somebody that wants you, it's somebody that loves you. Like that doesn't make you. That's why I made it where she didn't have all the stuff her sister had, and Yachty still wanted her so bad,
Oh
okay, and he
my
came through
God.
and spent the block for her, okay, like it's
Yes.
you can find a person, whether it's a man or a female, and they will be good to you, like, and they can bring you peace. And I really wanted them to be that for each other
Yeah.
because they both were kind of like two lost souls.
Ooh, yes. Now
Yeah.
you can hear speaking a word now. Yachty was about, he was about love, but at the
Yes.
same time, it was really hard, to
Yes.
accept
Yes.
love from her. Even
Yes.
though Liberty was his soulmate,
Hmm.
pretty much.
Yes.
So why was that a big thing to this book? Because that was
Hmm.
another key factor that I noticed in the book.
Yeah.
Two
I,
lost souls finding each other.
yeah. I think that with Yachty, I know so many men like him. It's like they just don't know how to receive love. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
it's like his thing was like he found the club and he was happy with that. But I wanted him to like let go of some stuff. You know what I mean? Like a lot of trauma, we just kind of move on through life and we never really address it. And it's like it's still there kind of harvesting. And Yachty's trauma never really left. You know what I mean? He was still guarded. Even Uno was so different from him. Like Uno went through all of that, but Uno was a jokester. Like Yachty really still kind of had that sadness to him. And I wanted Liberty to be able to help him just relax. Like it happened, you're better, but you can still just smile. You know, sometimes I think he was just in his head a lot. And I wanted him to really heal and move on from it. You know, we can talk about our past and stuff, but you don't want to be the only people always stuck in it. And I feel like Yachty was like that a little bit.
Okay, but then the difference is Onyx. Now Onyx was a whole lot of his love for Sean and his idea of doing right by his baby mama, Nika, and how was it writing that complex situation?
It was like we really went from one extreme to the next.
Yeah.
We said, and it's so crazy because I can't wait for you guys to see the next ride. We're gonna take y'all somewhere completely. Like we really just want to keep pushing it to the like keep pushing it. And with the next ride, we said we want to do the older guys, and we said we want them to be more mature, so they're gonna have more serious problems they dealing with. It's not the young, you know. And when I thought of Onyx, I can't remember how his story came to me. It was already building up. I'm one of those authors though where I build up. My readers know. I try to get them ready for something else. That's just how I write. Like I'll leave them clues and different stuff. So I was kind of building it up already. But then his mom came to me and I said, you know how you be like, here you go. It's like, I just wanted to show the end of what happens to the kids that grow up and they see their parents that have been selfish their whole life. Right. What about those kids? Like imagine a man and an alpha male seeing his mom be that type of woman. It really did something to Onyx, and I wanted it to be the opposite. I didn't want him to use that as an excuse of my daddy like that, or that's what all I know growing up. He really was trying to right his wrongs. He just had a little bumpy road ahead of him. Like we wanted to do that. We wanted to display a lot of growth. I wanted to do a lot of growth with his character. His daddy and his mom made it a little struggle, though. They did. And we just wanted to
go ahead.
No, we wanted to display that. And we did display our thicker women. We try to write diverse books. I said, listen, I wanted Shine to be just so vibrant. I didn't want her to be like, oh, this is my side. I don't know. I hate reading the books. And I know everybody has an insecurity. But I wanted her to like, you know, it didn't have to be so. It's like I just loved. Like it was crazy when I read Sheree's book and then I read Corey. I said, girl, I guess she said we was right. That's it. We was right. We wanted very proud, very sexy, very, you know, and we just tried to have that kind of energy for the second ride with the guys.
So with him and his mother treating him basically like a meal ticket or like the man of the house in a way that damn near her husband, how was that? She treated him like a possession, like a prize, not a son.
Yeah. It really messed with him. It really messed with him. And I think that a lot of his was embarrassment. And I think that it's no different from like when a marriage falls apart. Even though you didn't mess it up, you bear the shame, you bear the, you know what I mean? It's like, well, he was really embarrassed and ashamed. Like
he was.
And his homeboy, he could kind of deal with it more, but I wanted to show too, different people are different. Onyx did not like that. Like he loved his mom, but he hated how weak. He saw that as a weakness, you know? And I do think that as women, especially with me having sons, we have to be mindful of that. Like when you're raising up a man and he grows up to be the right kind of man, you do want him to see you in the best light. His mom just didn't she was something else. My mom read it over for me. She said she needs to be on one of them soap operas because she was something. She was something.
I,
But
I was the same way. I was like, the day I had my son acting like this,
yeah,
I need to be put away. I need to be
yes,
put somewhere
yes,
because it was
like,
that dynamic. Like she was
mm-hmm.
really aggressive, and then not to
Yeah.
mention how she treated Sean,
Uh,
how she treated her like she was
mm-hmm.
beneath her because she
Yes.
wasn't a gold digger or
Mm-hmm.
because she
Yeah.
wasn't on
And
that hood rat type level.
and telling her, well, who in the race? Baby, you better, like I just couldn't even imagine being with someone and they mom telling me I gotta make sure I'm doing. Girl, you come over here and cook this food for him. And I'm not, this ain't that kind of party. Like she was something else, but she was lazy. She was trifling. You know what I mean? And even in the end, she was so weak, and it showed even when it all crumbled.
Yeah.
He still ain't come for you. I wanted that message to be there. Like, you did all of this and he still didn't choose you. Like, mm-mm.
How was your mental state between book one and
Uh-huh.
book four? How was your mental state between those two books? How was it different for book one, whereas
Right.
for book two?
I think that for book four, I wanted to tell a different story.
Mm.
It's like kind of hard too because as authors, like going in the series, it was so we didn't know what to expect, so it was super exciting. But once we kind of seen how good it was, then it's like I did feel a lot of pressure. I felt pressure
Yeah,
to deliver a different story. And then too, it's like trying to kind of cut out the outside noise. But once I connected to the characters, it just flowed. It flowed. I felt like I did a good job at showing a different side with a more mature man, like not kind of
yeah,
having, because it was like Yachty and them were so cool, but I just love the grown up vibe. Onyx and
yeah.
Esco, they just was so grown up and sexy with it. I
But
said, so
those were
it's like,
real problems, and the fact that you made Onyx have
yeah.
that piercing, girl, bless
Oh,
you, bless you, bless you.
I, yes, yes. And I don't know. I think for the women that love it, I just love that attitude of a man, not the abusiveness, but
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
attitude of, baby, we gonna make it work. I said, what woman don't? And Onyx had that, we are gonna make it work. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, Shine. You ain't going, and I kept highlighting Shine's character of, she wasn't afraid to walk away. She wasn't afraid to put her foot down. She spoke up. It
Exactly.
was never like you gonna, like she challenged him. She made him kind of have to step up to the plate. And I feel like
Mhm.
that's what made things work out so good for them in the end.
I
Because her
like how
family
he
was
let his
assertive.
baby mama go. I like how he
Yes.
said, "Please be happy. I want your happiness. It's not gonna
Yes.
be with me. So
Yes.
we ain't finna be miserable together. Just go
Yeah.
find your happiness."
Okay.
And that's a real
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yes.
That is a real man right there.
Yes. And I've always, I have another story called The D-Boy Type is What She Likes. And I had a character in there. My main character ended up being really close with the guy that she was with, baby mother. And I had so many people messaging me like, girl, I'm friends with my guy. And people think it's crazy. And I told them, I said, listen, if you can get the feelings out the way, it's not a
Hmm.
problem. I'm not saying you got to be best friends with this lady. She coming over your house. Like, but when you really focus on the kids,
Yeah,
everything else, you know what I
it just
mean?
falls
I was once
into
married.
place.
I'm divorced now. We focus on the kids, and it is a good place. Okay, it took a lot of praying, a lot of mature. It's not easy, but when I got there, and I don't know. I get so tired of that bitter baby mama
And
storyline. So that's all I was like, because
I
everybody isn't
appreciate
like
that. I
that.
mean, I can't stand my ex, but I
Right.
know his wife is cool. His wife is
Right.
cool. He's just an asshole.
Right.
But
Exactly.
okay,
Like,
are we gonna get Pope and Sassy? Are we gonna get Pope and Sassy? I have been
listen,
asking about Pope and Sassy, but I just really want Pope and Sassy to get together.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go. We're gonna have to add Sheree to this little club. I don't know. I think that so it'll be in the future. Let me say it like that. Because we got so many. I can't wait for you guys to see the new ride. It's so different. We keep trying to just change it up. It's so good. It's so different. I can't wait for you guys to see the new guys.
I'm ready. I'm ready because your writing style, it's realistic to me.
Thank you.
It's not no offshoot, and you ain't giving this man a 12-inch dick that is about to kill him.
Yeah, you know? You're right. Come on now.
You are actually being realistic about it,
yeah.
and and the situations that they're in, regardless of it's book 1, 2, 3, 4, it's realistic. Everybody can get something from it, and it's something that will happen every day. So that makes the books even better.
Thank you.
And let's get into Misguided. So sisters.
I had to sit back for that one.
What were you thinking to write that one? Before I even get into it, what was going on?
It's like, so like I said, I love just different stuff. I love Mafia series. Like I love Mafia. I'm reading a cartel series. Well, no, it's a Russian Mafia series. I took a break because I had to do Misbehaved, and I don't like to read while I'm writing, but that one is real. Like I love that kind of stuff. And I kept telling people I had never read a series where it was focused on the women. Like the women were like the main, I never read that before, where the women, it's like them pulling the guns and them. I was like, so I kept thinking like how could I do this? But once it got started, I said, I don't know what I think the hardest thing was writing 4 sisters and then they're with 4 alpha males. It's a lot. It's a lot. And so when I read my reviews and some of the people are like, it's overwhelming. It can be. Like I tell people, take your time because it's a lot to take in with the storyline.
I didn't know what to expect with this book.
Okay.
So I went in open-minded. So I was just like, okay. But as I was reading, I just was like, damn, she really made these women, hard as hell. Yeah. And the one thing that got me was you trying to show a safe space for these women to be feminine.
Yes.
A safe space where they didn't have to always be hard 24/7. A man who was willing to accept their hardness, but also, hey, give me that too.
Right.
Close doors. I want your femininity.
Right.
I love that.
Thank you.
Now,
I feel like
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think that with now it's always so many. I was just talking to my friend about it. All these videos of Black women act like this. Like I'm over it. You know what I mean? I think that instead of us saying why do someone act a certain way, let's go to the beginning. Let's not go to the outcome. You know what I mean? And for the women in the book, they are like that because of their childhood, their daddy. He created these women. He raised them like men. I feel like it's like if they were men, it would be okay because that's how men are. So it's like I did want to write a book where it's like they're really like I think Masami's like one of the most her and Milani, the most standoffish women I have ever in my life, where they don't even feel comfortable hugging each other. I never wrote about women like that before. It
reminds me of me and my sisters. And me and my sister, we're the two old. Well, I'm the middle. She's next to me. We do not hug each other. And it's 8 of us.
Oh, wow.
So, and the rest of them are really lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand for them to touch me.
Yeah.
And and my mom could be like, why are you so bored all the time?
Yeah.
And it's not that I want to be, it was just how my daddy raised me.
Yeah.
And because of that, I always have this, no, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Yes.
So I get it. I told you your books are very relatable to me.
Thank you.
So I see myself in some of the situations with these characters. Like, and it's a thing that you have a lot of people, they read a book, but they don't understand it.
And I think a lot of times I feel like we're in a kind of day and age too where it's like read real quick, and I'm going like sometimes you got to kind of savor it, really slow down to take in, because it is a message. Like I don't write just to write, you know what I mean? I really only write when I have a storyline. I don't write on trend with the what, you know, like I write when something good comes to me. And it's so many messages I try to put in the misguided, from them wanting to meet a man that was strong enough to accept their alpha female, because a man
Mm-hmm.
can submit to a woman, and then
Yeah.
them be comfortable enough to submit to him. Like I felt like that. And it's really, and just even writing about men asking for love, I never wrote that before. Yazir is putting his heart out there for Melania. I never
Man,
read that
wait.
before.
After that whole basketball scene at the court, I was like, I knew they was gonna be cool after that. But then when you
Right.
put him in the truck with, oh girl, I fell the
It's
fuck out. I was like, no, I was in here fighting the air. Like, no,
that's
this bitch didn't. No, this bitch. I was like,
it's
you know, that
like
girl in that car. I was like, and then she gonna say, I want to apologize. I want to
yeah,
apologize.
yeah. It And I did that too because I feel like sometimes we'll let stuff throw us off track so quick. Like, keep your
I
eyes
thought
on the
they would.
prize, girl. Keep your that's your man. What am I to say, baby? I wouldn't play them kind of games with my husband,
It would have
okay?
been
You better
my man.
my man,
Hands would have been
exactly.
thrown. You was already a boss. Beat her
And
ass.
I really tried to kind of show too, and I'm not comparing men to children, but the same way you would do a child, you don't let
Mm-hmm.
that man get away with too much.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't let, like, some stuff you just don't. I feel like Milani, they're just misguided. I feel like that was just the perfect topic, the perfect time
Yes.
for part
Yes.
one, because the daddy, he really kind of got them in like Stockholm syndrome.
Oh,
Like,
oh my
he's
God.
like their
After the mother.
tormentor, yes, and
Yeah.
then he's also the person to rub their back. You know, that's sorry that, and he's playing so many mental games with them. So he's so manipulative.
And
Like,
that's
ooh, he's something
my
else.
other question. Is it
Mm-hmm.
possible that with the dad, the uncle, and the mother situation,
Mm-hmm.
that it was more of the dad's fault? Because the way he's coming at the
Yeah,
situation with his daughters, I would, if I was his wife, I would, shit, I'm about to dip, nigga.
yeah,
I'm about to go.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
this ain't
It's just
conducive to my peace.
and I don't think the kids even really get that. Like, if he's like this as a father, imagine how he was as a husband. You know, like, I feel like when you're a
Yeah.
child, it's good to see that your parent is perfect. But come on, once we get real, we be like, they could have did some stuff. Like, you start to get your own mind and see mama and daddy ain't quite as perfect as I thought they was. And so
Right.
it's like they do, it's book two is a lot of them realizing that. And it's so crazy because it was only supposed to be like two parts, but this story has taken on, it's so many layers. It's so many layers, even just with the mama and the uncle. I could have wrote a freaking novella. Like, I said, this is so much going on, but I swear if you really just slow down and take it in, it'll be like watching a TV show or a movie, because there's so much stuff you just don't want to miss. Like, it's a lot.
I think
It's a
the
lot. But
father is almost like Onyx's mother. The kids are
yes,
a
I
possession.
agree. I agree.
They're,
Yeah.
and it just, and I think the way he acted just showed them not to care about love.
I mean, for you to tell your daughter to lose her virginity. One of my friends, she said, girl, she said after that, I just had to set my phone down. He said, what did he tell her? He said, well, stop crying like a little bitch and do what you gotta do. Like, he
And he wasn't even married to this girl. He
yes,
told them.
he said, I'll tell him you got to a bike accident, some type of accident. He said he was gonna tell, like, he is, I never, like, I had a character, one other outside of Onyx's mom was this lady named Alana in my Hold You Down series, but none of them had nothing on this daddy. When they really get to like going through and seeing the layers of lies and destruction. And baby, he got some on everybody. Maxine, he got some on. He is like,
Oh.
He one of them, like, I'm gonna collect here and there because I need for it to always go in my favor. You know what I mean? And sadly, he's like that with his kids too, because he's not gonna make walking away from him easy.
Are we gonna get more from the brother?
Yes, everyone says that. So I felt so. I think the only reason is because it started out just being about the girls, but everybody said, "What is the bro?" So the book originally in Christmas, because I had writer's block really bad after Onyx book last year. I started doing a whole bunch of books and I didn't finish them. One of the books I did was Osa's book in December of last year, which is called One Wish, and it starts out him and Amani. His grandfather was originally with Amani's grandmother, and Amani's grandmother got sick. So she goes home. Amani was staying in the city. She goes home. Her grandmother wants her to be over her estate. She goes to the hospital, and that's where she meets Osa, because just so happened his grandfather's at that same hospital. And her grandma starts telling her, like, I was married, but baby, I want to tell you a secret before I die. I had an affair with this Mafia boss. And it's Carlos Sr. though. And that's how, so it's called One Wish. Yes, I'm going to put it out because everybody else, they like, that's how, so
wait,
yes,
wait,
so that's how I told you. That's how I told you my stories are always so, yes, like, and it's crazy because reading back how she met Masami and them, she did not like them. They were so mean. She said, "Who is those mean?" Like, she did not, because they were not. You see, they don't even have female friends like that. They're not used to being those type of women, and she was telling him. She said, "Your family is crazy," but she ended up, of course, because you see now. But I am gonna release that so you guys can get the backstory to Osa and Amani, because I love Amani.
Wow.
I feel like she gives the girls something so different. And yes, that is how they came across each other.
Okay, Boston.
uh,
I love this little girl so much.
yes.
Out of all the sisters,
Yes.
I love her so much.
Yes.
And the way her father was like, "You gonna marry this brother, but not the one that you really love." And does the father know that she's in love with the other brother, and that's why he did that?
I think that Boston, he's like he feels like she can go to the highest bidder. So he's trying to like hold off. She's the youngest, Let's be real, colorism's still real. He felt like she got the eyes, she got the body, the skin. I can get her so that's why he was like, I got somebody else for you. You like, no, when you call somebody, you gonna get the ticket. Like, he plays life and his kids like chess. So it's like, why would when Maya looks just as good, she'll be fine for that. I gotta hold you off for something better. So that's why Boston is just too much of a free spirit. She just can't be contained. So it's like, she like, oh, y'all,
the way that book ended, I was like, oh, okay.
She was not having it. And I kept saying, I don't know how, I didn't know how to end it. Because book 2 is just, that's what I told you, I'm all over the place. But when I got to that part, I said, yes, Boston, because she doesn't want to conform to the life that he wants to give her. She doesn't want to. And then they've all spoiled her. And the daddy did a lot of it too. So it's kind of like, you should have, because really he kind of groomed them. You should have did that from the start. It's a little too late now. So, but he's not going to like that. So
that's crazy. So how many books is going to be in this Mafia series?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. It's like, it's supposed to be a 2-part series, and then it's like, it's just taking, So I'm just writing with the story. I don't know if it's going to end at book 3. I just don't. I don't know, because I don't want to do something where I'm writing it and it's rushed, and then because readers, we can always, I read plenty books, I'm like, well, she just went through that too. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, how they healed the ears. So I want it to be gradual. And I do want it to be realistic too when the women start to turn a new leaf. I don't want it to be fake because I'm trying to hurry up and end the series. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see. We're gonna
Woo.
see.
Good. Okay. Here's some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
If you could write in any genre you haven't written in, what would it be and why?
Um, I will probably do the dystopian. I really have such a different storyline for that, and that's on my goal list. Just to create something like a different world. I love like that type of stuff, and to write something where it's just so something different, something I feel like I haven't read. You know, with the Black
Mhm.
dystopian, I feel like we see Hunger Games. Oh, we never see us like that. You know, so it's like
Yeah.
even it was another one where they had like the four different things, and they would like go in the building and would tell them who they was. I can't remember what the name of that movie is. Like if they were the Amulite, it was like a movie, but it was like a dystopian type of novel, but it's never
Mm.
with us. So like I would love to do something like that, or the vampire, because I do have a family. I ain't gonna tell. I see some of my readers on here. I ain't gonna say their last name, but I do have a family that's in my book world that is connected to that, and my readers don't know it because I just haven't brought the storyline to light. But
Oh, how many
yeah,
books did you
that
got this year? Okay, wait. No,
right,
no, don't even answer that. Let me get back to
right,
the rapid question because you just
okay,
posting it like, wait a minute.
right.
Okay, book base from your books and why?
Oh, just pick a couple of them.
Just two.
Just two. Oh, that's hard. Just two. I think the first one would be Ocean, for my women that have read Derailed that's on here. I just love Ocean. I think it's like just the energy that he exudes. I don't know where he came from. And my other one would probably be, it's so hard. I'm gonna say Emil from my Hold You Down series. He's like one of my most laid back, but he is quiet, like a quiet storm. So, but Yazir is at the line with. I love Yazir's character. He's really turning into
Man,
being one of my favorite.
it's
Yeah.
sexy. Yeah, man. Okay, book base from your favorite author and why? Two.
Two, book bags from my favorite author. That's a hard one too. Okay, Takira Allen, Dice. I don't know if you read the season series. All I'm gonna say is he got so much of that energy to him that he went to his woman with another woman, and yet you gotta read it. It's called Seasons. And let me just say, his woman said, "Okay, baby, he that type of man." Okay, yes, yes. His woman said,
Oh,
"Baby,
no.
when she coming over?" Yes, he's that kind of you don't want him out your life type of man. I love Dice Jones. He is very complex. I would say he is like he gives me like Black Christian Grey time. Like you got to read his called Seasons. His name is Dice Jones. He's one of my favorites. And and Midnight from the Sister Soldier. I am a huge Sister Soldier fan, and I love Midnight.
I'm writing this down.
Right? Yes, this called Seasons.
Got it. Okay,
Okay.
worst trope.
Huh?
Your worst tropes. Ones you just cannot stand.
Mm, I don't know. Ones I cannot stand. I don't hate the second chance. I just don't really do a lot of second chance
Yeah.
romances. So that would probably be at the bottom of my list. And ones I cannot stand. Um, hmm. I can't think of any more. I love the Mystery Baby. I love the kidnap trope. I love so many of
That
the
was the one.
tropes.
That's the next one. Which
All
ones do
the
you
one.
love? Like absolute love.
I love the Falling for the Kidnapper. I have a series called Falling for the Bad Guy. Falling for the whatever trope that is where you fall for like the I love that. Like Falling for the Bad Guy was like
Mm-hmm.
he was in, I don't want to tell a storyline for the readers that haven't read it, but if you're into a kidnapper series, that would be that. And then I do enjoy the married trope. It's a little cliche, but I like it where they wake up and they married and they I have so many different sides to me, but one of the sides is the happily ever after side. So I love reading like those cute little rom-com books. I enjoy it.
So what's next? Like, what's the
Mhm.
next book coming out this year? Any conventions for this
Okay.
year? Love. Yeah, let us know.
I am getting ready to put out Misbehaved. So I hope that some readers are on here, you guys. Actually starting promo tomorrow, and it's coming very, very soon. And so I have to do Misbehaved. I'm not sure what my lineup is for the rest of the year. Probably the book after Misbehave, which would be Misunderstood. I have Behind the Pen coming in New York. So the New York ladies, anybody that's close to New York, they still have tickets. It's Behind the Pen and it's in Manhattan. I believe it's at the Manny Cantor Center. It's August the 12th. It's going to be so many amazing authors there. Kennedy Ryan, Brianne Dene, Sheree Lewis, Ray Lease. My mind, it's a lot of dope authors that's going to be there, and it's always such a nice event. Um, and then that's it. I always do a Black Friday with exclusive books, and so I do have exclusive books that's coming out this Black Friday. Ebook, because the paperbacks almost took me out. I did them for 1 year, and I said, "Oh, I'm doing ebook only." But I have three exclusive books that are not on Amazon that will be coming out for my Black Friday. They ebook only. Yes. So that and yeah, that's it. That's it. The rest is kind of up in the air. And then next year, hopefully, because I do like what you can I say that about your thing? Okay. Yeah, I do like yours, so I'm gonna sign up for that. And that's it for right now. I haven't had any more invites to anything.
What are your social media handles? And do
Okay.
you have a newsletter? And is there a Facebook group people can join?
Yes, my Facebook page. Everything with Facebook is Author Dominique Thomas. I have a reading group. It's called The Reading Spot. The Reading Spot. Author Dominique Thomas Reading Spot. Instagram is Writer Girl 85. TikTok is Writer Dom. Twitter is Authoress Thomas. And everything is on my Instagram, guys. The link tree. If you guys just go to my Instagram, which is Writer Girl 85. You can click my links and sign up for my mailing list. My website is on there, just so you guys can be informed. I do a lot of email giveaways and stuff like that. So yes, a lot of email giveaways and contests, just so you guys can be up to date with everything.
So I know that I mentioned something about a giveaway.
Yes.
And I know on my part I'll be giving away two books that I enjoy, but since you're
Yeah.
going to give a book, so
Yes.
that'll be like three books people will get.
Yes.
Two from me, one from you,
Yes.
and you're going to get a bottle of Nellie's New Moonshine.
Oh,
So
yes.
they'll get your book, two books that
Uh-huh.
I enjoy, and a bottle of peach moonshine from Nellie.
Yes, that sounds good. Nah, okay.
And all you have to do is like Dominique Thomas, all her social
Yes.
media handles, Virgo Girl, all her
Yes.
social media handles, and Moonshine by Nelly, all their
Yes.
social media handles. And share, like, on TikTok, and you'll be in the drawing. And on August 6th, when we have the sister roundtable, when we're talking about Yachty's Tale
Yachty, yes. And I just registered. So I
on
said, girl,
TikTok
I'm not
Live.
missing nothing else, okay? I registered for that. I said, I'm not missing it, okay?
It'd be wild. It'd be wild.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna announce the winner, and
Okay.
you'll get your prizes.
Perfect. Perfect.
So it was nice talking to you. Like I said, I've
Yes.
been waiting to talk to you because I love
Me
your book.
too. Thank you. I said, listen, I felt so bad about yesterday. I said, I'm not missing this one today, okay? So I'm so happy we got a chance to talk.
Girl,
I
I just
enjoyed
drunk
this
my
so
bourbon
much.
and read
Right.
some books.
I said we gonna talk. So I enjoyed it so much.
So I cannot wait for Misbehaved and Misunderstood to come out.
Yeah.
And any other books you have coming out, please let me know.
Okay.
Please let me know, because I am going to join your author group. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to request to join. But I appreciate you.
Yes,
I appreciate you.
absolutely. I
Y'all
appreciate you
really doing
too.
y'all thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I hope you're on the live on August 6th.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about your book.
Yes, I'm excited. I can talk about them guys forever, okay? I'm excited.
I wish they was reading.
Listen, that's what my reader, she said, I'm trying to come to Detroit. I said, listen, don't come to the wrong part looking for them guys, because they don't listen.
Because ain't none of the Fight Club men that I done seen look like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I know.
I'll be looking.
I don't know how we even came up with them, because I don't know where they at. But
I would like a poop.
Right.
Shit.
Right, I need a patch. I'm trying to get stamped in, okay?